Hello there guys and welcome back to my channel. So today quite spicy video. One of my subscribers by the name of Rosebud reached out to me with the great news that he has managed to take his Archangel all the way up to rank 4. And I definitely wanted to see that, and not only I wanted to see that, I wanted to show it to you guys. So he was kind enough to record a whole bunch of gameplay for me from all over the contest. So we're gonna obviously start with the mandatory Realm of Legends Winter Soldier, and I do have some more Realm of Legends footage as well, but we're not gonna stick in there too long because we have variants Act 6, Act 7, and plenty more. I will actually not be able to show all the footage that I got because he did send me quite a lot and the video would be like really long. But on the bright side, we're gonna have some very exciting fights, including some boss fights, and yeah, so here we can definitely see that Archangel means business. It's kind of like long commonly accepted. If opponent can be bled and poisoned, then Archangel is likely going to be one of the, if not the best tools for the job in many cases. And it still kind of rings true. What I like about Archangel is that for relatively simple champion, definitely already a senior of Marvel Concept champions, he's going to be doing really well. Accidentally fast forward here a bit too much. 1 second, folks. So let's check out the Juggernaut fight first. And I think we're going to probably cut it at that. We had Winter Soldier, that was with class advantage, and now we're going to have Juggernaut, and obviously against Juggernaut there is a chance to demonstrate the ability accuracy reduction in the fact that he is likely never going to go unstoppable. Maybe now if he throws a special, but he didn't, and I think past this point he probably is not going to fall below 3 neurotoxins, which means that, yeah, Juggernaut will... well, he doesn't have any ability accuracy. On top of the fact that he's completely melting right now. And here we go. So Archangel is at rank 4. And before we get into more serious gameplay, we're going to be checking out Archangel in variant 7, I believe, or variant 6, where is bleed and poison vulnerability path. We all know that Archangel was such a beast on that path that even a 4-star could do the job. But obviously, why would you use a 4-star if you have a 6-star rank 4? And, you know, it can put a smile on your face. Archangel is definitely one of those champions that has aged extremely well and manages to put smile on your face absolutely effortlessly. So he's made his Archangel here, Horseman of Apocalypse. We have bleed vulnerability, poison vulnerability, and, you know, let's see how it works out. Let's see how it works out here. So first heavy attack, 5 bleeds, not bad. 2 poisons, 3 poisons, goes for 2 neuros, and that's it. 2 heavy attacks. 2 heavy attacks, and the fight should be over here at this point. That's a variant length fight, and that's what you'd call having fun in this game, which I think a lot of people have kind of forgotten about. There are a lot of things wrong with this game right now, but so long as it can still put, you know, fun on your face, smile on your face, fun in your heart, I should say, there is still hope. And looking at absolutely jacked stack Archangel is definitely one of the things in this game that does, you know, make me happy. So that was another fight with, what, 12 hits? So we doubled the hit count. Thor Ragnarok was actually hanging in there quite well. Okay, let's take a look at the next one against Heimdall. So let's quickly fast forward here, and that will be it for this one. Then one fight that I definitely wanted to include because Rosebud said that it is one of his favorite boss fights in all of Act 7 with Archangel, so we definitely have to show that. And yeah, there's going to be plenty of other interesting things happening. So 2 heavy attacks, and again, that's kind of all it takes. And Archangel's still 3 fights in at 99%, so, you know, not too shabby. Not too shabby for, what, 2016 champion? And here we have the boss fight. Now it's Act 7.2 point something. I forgot which quest it is exactly. Hitmonkey. And this Hitmonkey, you know, could be quite tricky. Some champions, obviously White Magneto pre-fightability does help a lot here. I think I don't remember. I think I also used Archangel. I think I used my measly rank 3 to get these fights done. But let's see how he does with at rank 4. So keep in mind that life cycle means that your damage over time effects deal no damage. And that means that you only deal neurotoxin damage, but we can see that neurotoxin damage is not mild. It's quite effective. And here we have 9 neurotoxins, sticking for 11,000. And, you know, that should probably finish the entire thing, except he knocks him down, obviously, to shut off the life cycle. So it's all good. It's all good. A node that disables damage over time effects still didn't quite help here. This is also a boss. I think this is from 7.1, the Punishing Angel. Let's see how Archangel will do here. So we have the Mercy node and obviously the power buildup, power overflow. So it's kind of a mashup in between Punisher and Angela. And, you know, shouldn't be too bad. So with Mercy, you have like 90% reduced damage, I believe. For most part. Unless you kind of switch it off with Archangel. That's one of the things that makes Archangel so valuable. He just switches things off completely. It's like not much matter once you get going. And he's one of those champions that kind of just cheeses plenty of difficult, tricky fights. I think he's definitely one of those champions that Kabam has to keep in their mind whenever they are designing a quest. And we saw how valuable he was in Summer of Pain. We saw how valuable he was in Grandmaster's Gauntlet. And I'm sure we're going to see it time and time again. It's also still very prominent in Alliance Wars. And yeah, you can see that that Punishing Angel is melting away fairly efficiently, I would say. I'd say fairly efficiently. Most of these fights do not exceed a minute in their duration. Now, obviously, a mandatory magic fight as well, because Archangel was actually one of the earlier great counters for magic. Before, we had magic against magic. Dr. Voodoo is actually a surprisingly good counter. Black Widow used to be also used as a counter for like big stacked magics and Alliance War and stuff like that. But then Archangel kind of came, and you know, Archangel was kind of like the best, the quickest answer to them, because you prevented them from healing with neurotoxins and obviously prevented them from triggering limbos in the first place. Obviously now we have even better counters, and Quake gained its popularity as an absolute magic destroyer, but for a significant period of time, Archangel was de facto go-to option against stacked magics. And we can see why. We can definitely see why. Another fight that's done in under a minute. Now we have a Polka Dot Rage Havoc, I think. And typically using a champion that inflicts bleed against Havoc obviously is not the greatest idea. Because every time you inflict bleed, you get plasma buildup on yourself, and you know, once they detonate, it hurts a lot. However, obviously, if the champion that does inflict the bleed is Archangel, then the situation isn't quite as bad. Because once you get your neurotoxins going, you know, you don't have too much to worry about, because he's not going to detonate and you're not going to get your plasmas. I like how he's just throwing the heavy attacks willy-nilly because he knows that he's going to go unstoppable once the Havoc actually connects for the first time. That's actually quite you know, clever use of the Apocalypse of Horseman ability, knowing that you're just gonna immediately retaliate there, like right now. And yeah, and those plasmas are actually healing Archangel here at this point. Unfortunately, they do get one detonation in, but still, not too bad. not too bad. I'm not sure if he started with more or less health, but you know, so long as it works for him. Definitely second detonation wasn't the greatest that could have happened in this fight, but still decently solid option. And now we have Dr. Doom. Dr. Doom is again notoriously one of the more tough defenders, and Archangel just absolutely melts him. Just quite as simple as that. Now this node actually has clapback active as well, but as far as bleeds are concerned, then you know, Horseman of Apocalypse ability makes it so that you don't take bleed damage, and once neurotoxins get going, you know, you switch off clapback as a node as well. So it's kind of interesting that Archangel can, you know, as a Horseman of Apocalypse, definitely relatively easily bypass clapback as well, which was one of the nodes that I had never actually thought about using Archangel in the first place. But hey, if it works, it works. Now at this point, you just need to back away, and Dr. Doom is dead. Not too bad. Now, this fight's next. This is Scarlet Witch. And again, Scarlet Witch is still extremely dangerous foe that, you know, can take away your power at any time, that can inflict poison, so on and so forth. But, again, just the pure OP ability to switch off everything your opponent might have to offer. So crazily good. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Now, I do have a rank 3 Archangel myself, and I know for a fact that, you know, due to the prestige rank ups and everything else, unfortunately, I won't be able to rank 4 Archangel for quite a while. So, I am a bit jealous, to be honest. I am a bit jealous. And it's a beast. What else we have here? Namor, somewhere in Act 7 as well. Let's see how he does against Namor. Namor can actually be a bit tricky as well, especially initially, because if you put damage over time effects on him, whenever you parry, he's going to be reflecting some of that damage. But as soon as neuros get into play, then it shouldn't be too bad. As soon as neurotoxins get going, you have 3 neuros, that's it. Opponent has no ability accuracy, 5 neuros. And yeah, at this point, 8 neuros. He's ticking for like 7,000 plus per tick. You know, his health bar is absolutely getting this decimated. I'm actually quite fortunate that I recently got to upload Nick Fury gameplay, which has some of the most powerful damage over time effects in the game. And now we have Archangel, which is like one of the champions that actually can kind of rival it in certain situations, definitely. So I do like that. I do like that. Just need to wait here a bit till he feels safe to kind of re-engage. Unfortunately, all of the neuros have fallen off, so he kind of has to start over. But that's the beautiful thing. That's one of the things that makes Archangel such a valuable character even now, is that he's very quick to get started. And unlike most champions, he doesn't really need special attacks. You know, they're nice, they're helpful. He definitely doesn't need them. You can spend entire fights just doing parry heavy. And that will be more or less it. I do have some more footage here, generic fights in Act 6, Act 7, and Act 6 as well. And obviously, I know some of you could watch Archangel for days in and out. But I don't want to keep you guys for too long. So I think this is going to be where we kind of cut it off. So anyways, let me know what you guys think about Archangel as a rank 4 6-star champion. Is he somebody you would personally like to have or rank? Or maybe you disagree with a rank up choice as this, but for my taste, it's definitely one of the champions that's, you know, not going to be too far off my mind once I actually get, you know, the first few rank ups sorted. Either way, that will have to do for now. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I shall catch you guys soon. See ya. Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information about